This video from SharpHelp, we're going to take a detailed look at tax or v.a.t system programming on the XE-A213 and 302 registers. So I'm in the UK and using the XE-A213, but the process will be the same across the range. So on these Sharp registers you can actually set the tills up in a lot of different ways for calculating tax. Remember that they'll only apply the tax system. Each till will have a default tax system, but it's only active if you've set up your tax rates and then applied them to the departments and products. So if I can show you what's currently going on my register, I like to, when I'm showing tax, I like to ring through round sales. So that's 2.5 pints of Thatchers. The £10 sale was inclusive of VAT, so those buttons have tax rate 2 applied to them, which must be at 20% because it's £8.33 is the net sale, and if you add 20% onto that you come to £10. And then I've also got a soft drinks button which is set to 5%, and that's also set to add in tax. So the basic principle is I've set up my tax rates, I've assigned my tax rates to the departments and products, and my till knows, the system knows that that tax is an add-in tax. So whatever I sell, the price I sell it for is inclusive of tax. Now that's not the only system. You can set up a couple of different systems. You can set it so that it adds the tax on to the items, which is what I'm going to show you how to do first. So when you ring a sale through the till and apply it to a taxable department, the till adds the tax applied to that department onto the sales amount. So I'll show you how to do that, and then you can also set up a manual tax system whereby it adds the tax only if you press the VAT button. Now this programming is covered in the manual, certainly in the UK 213 manual. It's on page 71. It basically gives you a chart to follow, and there's also a flow chart which renders to something like this. So you get a job code which happens to be for the tax programming 69, so it's subtotal 69 multiply, and then you have to enter a code. Now if you look at the chart on 71, I'm going to use all the default programming, because if you've seen my previous videos you'll understand that when you come to enter programming for a register, it's rarely just the bit you're looking to program that you affect. It's lots of different things. So this job code here, I'm using all the default programming. The only one I'm going to change each time is the tax system. And I'm not going to go through all the tax systems. I'm just going to show you a couple of different ones. I'm going to start by going to auto tax 1 to 4, which is the one that will add the tax on. So the code for auto tax 1 to 4 is 0. So the way you set that up is by turning the key round to PGM. You then press subtotal. You then enter the job code, which for tax programming is 69, or for tax system programming is 69. If you're doing tax rate programming or assigning tax rates to departments, that's something totally different. In this video I'm presuming that you've already done that, and if you haven't, I'll put links up at the end of this one showing you how to set that up. If you are doing that, the next button to press is the multiply button, and then we input our code, which for me this time round is 8 zeros. What I'd recommend doing is watching this video all the way through, or until you see what you like, the tax system that you want set up, and then going back and following it. Then just make sure that I'm setting up exactly what you want to set up on your register. So if you remember my previous sale, it included the tax. Now this new tax system, if I ring £1 through and then subtotal it, it's adding the tax on. Does that work on the Thatchers? Yes. So you can see there what a sale, £4 and £1. The subtotal was £5. It's added taxable amount 1, which means that the soft drinks are in one tax department, and it's added 5% onto there. And then the tax 2, which is the Thatchers, is in a different tax rate, so it's added that on. It's irrelevant what the rate is. The fact is that the new system is now adding the tax on. So when we sell an amount of money through a department, as long as that department has some tax rate applied to it, that tax is added on to the sale. The other system I want to show you is the manual tax system. Now there's two of those, and there's manual, in fact there's three actually. There's one that forces manual VAT 1, which I'm not going to use. There's manual VAT 1 to 4, which adds the tax in, and there's manual tax 1 to 4, which adds the tax on. All these only do the tax if you press the VAT button. I'm going to choose manual tax 1 to 4, so it's going to add the tax on, but only when I press the VAT button. So the code for manual tax 1 to 4 is 4 by chance. So when I come to do my programming, it's going to be all zeros apart from that digit there. It's going to be 4. So key to PGM, subtotal 6, 9, multiply 0, 0, 0, 0, 4, 0, 0, 0, subtotal TLNS, key round to reg. Now I'm expecting when I ring £1 or £10 through this department, there'll be no tax on the sale, but if I ring it through again, £1, £10, department 1, subtotal VAT, it adds the tax on. So that is the manual tax. So you ring a sale through, don't press VAT, nothing happens. You press VAT and it adds the tax on. Obviously if you want that but you want it to add in, then you would choose manual VAT 1 to 4. So where I did the number 4 there, you would press number 2. I'm going to finish by putting it back into the system that I think is the most common, which is auto VAT 1 to 4. It's certainly what Sharp thinks the most common because it's the default one, but if yours is not like this and you want it to be like this, this is how to do it. Key to PGM, I'll just pop the chart on there just so you can follow what I'm doing. Subtotal 6, 9 for the job code, multiply, and then the code we're typing in is 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and then I want auto VAT 1 to 4, which is going to automatically apply the tax, but it's going to be included in the amount that I type in, and the code for that is 1, and then it's 3 zeros. Following this chart again, subtotal TLNS, key round to reg. Now when we sell an item, the tax will be applied automatically, but it will be included in the item amount. So that sale is £5 total, inclusive of any taxes. Okay, hope that video has been helpful. It's quite confusing, the tax programming, so it's worth checking out the page 71 of the manual, and I'll put up other links to videos showing you how to set your tax rates up and how to apply them to your different product groupings. So yeah, they'll be appearing on screen now, so you're welcome to check those out. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel or visit sharphelp.co.uk for more. Thanks for watching.